Why is Mark Zuckerberg building an underground compound?
If Putin takes Ukraine, he won't stop there. It's important to see the long run here. He's going to keep going. He's made that pretty clear. If Putin attacks a NATO ally, if he keeps going, and then he attacks a NATO ally, well, we've committed as a NATO member that we defend every inch of NATO territory, then we'll have something that we don't seek and that we don't have today. American troops fighting Russian troops. American troops fighting Russian troops if he moves into other parts of NATO.
Heard about doomsday preppers for a while now, people who build bunkers in their basements or backyards, but now it's becoming a big business. Real estate speculators say there's enough people out there who are worried that creating prepper real estate is a big deal. People are buying properties like this one you see here in bunker communities. They're actually quite nice. Fully furnished, equipped with a year's supply of food and water, walk-in closet for your weapons. You got to get there first, out to South Dakota. Brian Enton actually made the journey out there. So in other words, Brian, you need a couple of day heads up on when the world is about to end.
Yes, or you need a plane full of gas, which some of the people who live out there actually have, and they're ready to go at any moment. And it's interesting, like when you think of preppers, maybe years ago, it kind of sounded like a crazy thing. But I think since COVID and even since the wars and some of the crime in the cities, people are, getting ready for things. I mean, they've got canned goods. You've got people who have gasoline canisters. And then there's the extremes, like what we saw in South Dakota, which was really unbelievable. Check out what we found. It used to be an old Army base.
Hey, I'm Brian.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Mark.
Hey, Mark, I'm Brian. Nice to meet you.
We met up with Tom Dundas and his neighbor Mark at a gas station in the middle of rural South Dakota. And we followed them on a long drive through the country to Vivos X Point, a community that feels like it's at the end of the earth. And that's by design. We go through several security gates of the old Army base, and then you spot all the mounds in the ground. Bombs used to be stored in these bunkers during World War II. Now people live here.
I was looking at the brochure. It says nuclear, pandemic, terrorism, asteroid, supervolcano, tsunami, solar flare. I mean, there's a lot of things out there
that you could be worried about. I think the biggest thing is you go to big towns and the amount of crime and everything that goes on, you're really not safe anymore. The amount of population that's out there, I think, is a big deterrent for a lot of people.
They don't really like the name preppers out here, or doomsday, but they're getting ready in case something really, really bad happens. The community is built to be totally self-sufficient. There's 533 of these bunkers out here, and I'm told about 200 have sold so far. Sales have been picking up. They're selling about 6 or 7 every single month. The cost is $55,000. That's just for the bunker. Then you have to build out the inside. And it's a massive area out here, about 7,000 acres.
We have a lot of ex-military. We have an awful lot of ex-law enforcement. We've got people that are teachers, that are telecommuters. There's people that, you have to have Starlink out here. It's the only internet you have, but it works very, very well. So people live out here and they telecommute and do their jobs right out of their bunkers. So some people are interested in moving up here. Other people are interested in having a place to bug out to if that's what they want.
So this is one of these bunkers that's been built out. It's a little loud outside because they've got the generator going, but these bomb-blasted doors are on the front, which are really heavy and kind of difficult to open. And once you've got that open, you come inside. There's another very, very secure door. The electrical room is right here. There's some storage on the other side. You'd never know, but the inside is actually quite nice. Almost kind of feels like a fancy college apartment or something like that. There's no light that comes in from the outside, really. So that part might feel a little claustrophobic, but it's actually quite open and airy.
These are a few of the rooms.
There's several bedrooms, bathrooms, a media room, extra fuel, and a gun safe.
This actually is set up with a blast valve, so if there's a blast outside, it would equalize. That's part of that system that's up there. That's the blast valves on top.
California businessman Robert Vecino bought the old Army base in 2016, and he's been selling the bunkers ever since. He says people will have to take matters into their own hands during a doomsday event.
You know, the government will never tell you anything bad that it doesn't claim to have a solution for. If I told you we're going to get hit by an asteroid tomorrow and it's going to take out half the world, you'd flip out. Your entire audience would go out in the street screaming right now.
Vecino has bunkers around the country he says can comfortably house 5,000 people. He encourages members of his community to stockpile a year's worth of food and fuel.
All right, Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect. I'm back with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakah Quadash. Doomsday City built bunkers, all right? Doomsday City built underground bunkers, man. All right, and due to these people lack of the understanding of prophecy in these scriptures, these people are preparing for their destruction. All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 43, and it reads, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time." All right, doomsday. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, the end of this world, and the beginning of immortality for it to come, wherein corruption is past, you know. So little do these people know, you know, these bunkers are not going to save them. All right. But I want to touch on this this topic here of Mark Zuckerberg building bunker in Hawaii. All right. Because what are these high level Edomites preparing for? All right. They know exactly what's about to happen. We are in the midst of the so-called apocalypse. All right. World War III. This thing is going to go down and in due time. All right. And these people that have, you know, wealth or whatnot, you know, they're preparing, you know, for the destruction. A lot of these, you know, elitists or what they call globalists, these celebrities, you know, they have bunkers all around the world, all around the United States. You know, the elites of Esau, you know, they already have their remote retreats in the different parts of the world. All right. Because this thing is coming. All right. So let's just read a little bit here. So it says, Meta founder Mark Zuckerberg is building a massive Hawaiian compound, complete with tree houses, dozens of bedrooms, and even an underground bunker, according to an investigation by Wired. The in-depth investigation by Wired said the compound is being built in Kauai, Hawaii, and reportedly cost $100 million to build. It says the Wired investigation cited sources and planning documents obtained through public records and requests. All right. So let's just jump down, get to the point. All right. It gives the description of the compound and all of that. So it says, what are doomsday preppers? It says doomsday preppers are stocking up for the end of the world, or at the very least, major calamity. All right. So a lot of these Edomites, you know, that are seeing the state of the world, they understand the direction where this world is headed. You know, everything is leading to war. All right. World War III. Preppers may learn survivalist skills as well as stockpiling supplies such as food and ammunition. Some preppers go as far as constructing bunkers that could survive a catastrophic event like a nuclear bomb. One of the world's largest bunker communities is at an old army base in South Dakota in this video that we just watched. And see, the thing is, these people don't understand that all of America is going to be destroyed. All right. There's not going to be any survivors. Let's get that real quick. That's why I said these people are really prepping to their own destruction. Right? This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 28. And it reads, it says, prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes. And the Medes represent the Russians. All right. As you heard Joe Biden go into that, America is pretty much, preparing to go to war with Russia. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. All right. So not only is the Lord raising up the Medes, but he's raising up the kings of the east, pursuant to Revelation 16. All right. All these nations are preparing war against Babylon. The point, verse 29. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitant. You see that? And that's the point there. To make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitants. So there's not going to be any survivors. All right. These people are going to be destroyed within those bunkers. All right. You underground, you're going to be melted underground. There's not going to be any survivors. There's not going to be any inhabitants of Babylon once the Lord finishes this place off. All right. Let's jump down some more here. It says, rename Vivos, News Nation visited the community where former military, doctors, lawyers, school teachers, and others are buying up bunkers from all over the country. So people see what's up and they're scared. All right. It says the effort to avoid the end of the world event isn't cheap. The bunkers in South Dakota run around 55,000 unfinished, which is a lot less than Zuckerberg's is spending in Hawaii. All right. It says, is Mark Zuckerberg the only celebrity making plans for doomsday? The Facebook founder is far from alone in his plans. A number of Silicon Valley billionaires have been rumored to be buying up land in case of apocalypse. They're all doing this. Okay. It says some well-known celebrities are preparing for the worst as well, including Transformers star Josh Duhamel, who has admitted to becoming a prepper. Reality star Kim Kardashian has also been reported to be a prepper, right? And they had little segments on the internet, of them buying these $3 million, $4 million underground bunkers, all right? It says other celebrities who are known or rumored to be preppers include sitcom star Roseanne Barr, who has advocated for their organization with Neighbors, actor Jamie Lee Curtis, who has worked with the Red Cross to promote emergency preparedness, actor Nathan Fillion, who learned welding to prepare for the zombie apocalypse, and former UFC star Ronda Rousey, who was a homestead and is raising chickens. All right. So there's plenty of people, celebrities, elites, people that have, big time wealth. They're preparing for this inevitable destruction. All right. But as the scriptures say, can you truly hide from the Most High? Right? This is Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 24. And it reads, it says, can any hide himself in secret places? Right? These bunkers underground, these retreats in the remote parts of the earth, even these elites have, they have these different getaways in the mountain ranges and all of that. All right. Scripture say, can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him? Saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, do not I fill heaven and earth? Saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai. So pretty much the focus is really going back to you devils, man, you elites, all right, you international banking families, all right, you so-called billionaire, trillionaire devils that are trying to hide from the judgment of Yahweh Shemawashai, all right, you can't escape, okay? It says here, this is Amos, let's get that too. See that? God's judgment unavoidable. Right? So it says, Amos 9:1, it says, I saw the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, and that the post may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. All right, you're not going to escape the wrath and judgment of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, it says verse 2, though they dig into hell, which is speaking about under the earth, underground. This is why hence they have those bunkers. Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. So no matter where they go, they're going to be found out. They're going to be caught. All right, under the ground. You know, you got these devils like Elon Musk talking about fleeing to Mars, and, you know, they got their, you know, they've created, what you call it, space retreats, if you will, you know, things in the heavens for the elite to dwell at. All right, you're not going to escape no matter what you do. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Verse 3, it says, and though they hide themselves in the top of a Carmel, which is going back to a mountaintop, okay, I will search them and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, because they also have those underground, those under ocean, you know, retreats as well, you know. It says, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them, because, you know, the Lord is going to raise up Leviathan. So no matter where they go, they're going to be caught and destroyed, man. And the Lord has it set up where these devils, they're going to survive, okay, World War III, you know, just to be rounded up as the first fruits in slavery. Okay, and that's how the prophecy is set up, man. These top devils, these elites, these bankers, all right, they're going to survive that destruction to just to be put in slavery. All right, here's some more news just bringing this out. So the other article said that it was 100 million. This one says Zuckerberg's 270 million underground bunker in Hawaii triggers the internet. Meta knows the coming apocalypse. All of these devils know because they're behind it. You know, they know what's coming. All right, which we're not going to read all of this. Everything was explained in the first two videos. All right, so you see there's a lot of money being put into this devil's bunker or whatnot. All right, because everything is getting ready to lead to the inevitable destruction, man. All right, let's get some more scriptures. All right. This is Isaiah 2:19, and it reads, it says, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, because Esau, as the scriptures tell you, the devils also believe and tremble. They know that Yahweh Shem Shai is on his way. All right, the heavenly hosts are already visiting this world. All right, you know, there's all the disclosures that are going about, you know, the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, these devils are in great fear. All right, because they know that their time is up. And they should go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. See? Verse 20, it says, Isaiah 2:20, it says, in that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they have made, each one for himself, to worship to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. So, because when Yahweh Shem Shai returns, all right, he's going to shake terribly the earth. He's going to visit the earth, which he made by the way of the angelic forces, man. He told you that in Isaiah 47 and verse 3, that he should not meet thee as a man. All right, he's coming back with power, man. Okay, this is why these devils are watching the heavens. They got the satellites all around the earth, orbiting the earth to watch everything. They're watching the UFOs. They understand what's about to happen pertaining to prophecy. All right, and these lower level Edomites that can clearly see that we're in a time of World War III, they're preparing for it. All right, the bug out shelters, the bug out bags, the doomsday bunkers, right? People see where the world is headed to, right? Revelation 6. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 12, and it reads, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as a sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. All right, going into the that nuclear destruction, man. All right, it says, and the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. Speaking about those warheads, man, coming down. You know, it says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places, showing you the severity of that destruction. That's what's going to bring in a new heaven and a new earth, that nuclear destruction, man. It said that every mountain and island were moved out of their places, and the Lord is going to use, the destruction to pretty much rearrange the planet Earth. Every mountain and island were moved out of their places, showing you that the force of the power behind those missiles, man. It says, and the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men, see? And the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the land. So these devils, going back to the elites of Esau, these bankers, all right, these Amalekites, the top of the top of Esau, they know that Yahushua is coming for them. They know that the destruction is near. All right. It says, verse 17, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Exactly. No one. All right. So for those that are doubting the scriptures, that are doubting these prophecies, these devils in high positions of power know exactly how this thing is playing out, man. So how much more you simple niggas out there that scoff and mock at these prophecies, man, that are completely clueless to the times that you're living in, man. All right. These devils, they know what's up and they know exactly what's coming for them. See, the Lord is coming. Let's get that too. The Lord is coming to judge the world. This is Isaiah 13. It's Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 11. And it reads, it says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So the Lord is coming to punish the world for their evil and for the wicked for their iniquity. This is the time of judgment, man. All right. Hey, 2024 could be the year where this thing really, goes to the next level. But the point that I'm making is that it's not a lot of time left, man. All right. And people are privy to that, So with that, I pray that this quick lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and Shalom to the next one. Shalom.